So there's a cult leader out there named Adnan Oktar doing his thing all the way out in Turkey. This guy was classified as a Muslim creationist, and he created a cult of people whom he calls his kittens that study and follow this religion. I use the term religion very loosely here, as this man is proven to be nothing more than a sick con artist who acted as a false prophet in order to gain money, fame, and power. He's pretty much the Joel Osteen of the Turkish community.
Adnan Oktar came on the scene in the late 70s and 80s when he began a religious group based on a grab bag of creationism, the evils of Darwinism, and Islam.
By the way, for those of you who didn't know, creationism is the religious belief that nature and all aspects such as the universe, earth, life, and humans all originated with supernatural acts of divine creation. So in a nutshell, this guy doesn't believe in science or evolution at all. Still, he was one of the most infamous people in Turkey. He had his own television show over there, has written over 300 books, and a lot of insane individuals followed the word of this man.
On one hand, he's like, kiss the bottom of your mother's feet. But then on the other hand, he's saying the superiority of women is actually in meticulousness and cleaning.
So his religious group he had over here mainly consisted of women who all quite frankly look exactly the same. As a matter of fact, they don't even look human. They look a lot more like one of those Russian sex robots than anything, with their stiff plastic surgery faces and bodies. He has them on display for every single one of his on-TV sermons that he does every day. This look right here is a stark contrast from the average Muslim woman you could see walking around in Turkey. His ideology is really twisted, and basically this man is using fake feminism to control and manipulate the kittens in his cult. He calls it feminism when in reality he uses the supposed suppression of Muslim women in the traditional Muslim religion to his advantage, as he tries to act like he's the face of women empowerment, when in reality he really just wants what he thinks is a bunch of sexy ladies wandering around who treat him as though he's some sort of god, like he's some sort of prophet. I won't speak too much about the Muslim religion, by the way, because I know there is varying opinions as to how women are treated in the Muslim culture. I know it varies widely depending on where you live, but his take on women is just horseshit being spewed out of a shallow man's mouth. Yeah, he wants them to be empowered, but not to be independent, not to be badass, but to be empowered to cook and to clean. He says this is right where the woman belongs. He of course taught them to deny science, deny evolution, and only believe in his teachings.
When you look at us, all of us, and I'm sure you also realize it from outside, here women are always in front. We are not only equal, but we are always superior. So it's the best place for a woman to be in the world.
Not with those tacky ass outfits, you robo bitch. Half of these chicks look like they should be out on a Las Vegas corner. Plus, it's weird when he takes these little interruptions where everybody dances like they're holding in a shit. And Oktar actually lived with a lot of these kittens in his cult for many years in what was basically his Turkish Playboy mansion. And this is kind of where the real story comes into play today, as this man has now been sentenced to over 1,000 years in jail. You heard me right, 1,000 years. This man is never gonna make it out the gulag. His long list of crimes included sexual abuse of minors, fraud, and attempted political and military espionage, something I'm sure they do not take lightly over there in good old Turkey. He was actually arrested back in 2018, so they've been looking into this case for over 2 years before they finally made the verdict for this sick fuck. And then they basically took his whole organization down with him, handing out 200-year punishments to both the executives in his cult-like operation. Basically, from what I read, it seemed like this man was allegedly involved in some sort of high-scale sex trafficking that he was funneling through his bullshit religion. Furthermore, he was using these girls for his own personal pleasure, of course, and at one time Oktar told the preceding judge that he had close to 1,000 girlfriends. There is an overflowing of love in my heart for women. Love is a human quality. It is a quality of a Muslim, he said in court. They found 69,000 Plan B pills in this man's crib, so you know something absolutely sick was going on in there. I just really feel for the kittens. I'm sure this was all really mass manipulation of already damaged young women. Pretty much the case with every cult that's like this. But I am glad they caught the creepy fuck, and I guess it just goes to show you that there's scumbags teaching false religion all around the planet. But let me know what you guys think about this story down below in the comments. I don't know if I've ever seen 1,000-year sentencing. As always, I want to thank you for watching today and thank you for subscribing. It's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and I'm out. Peace.